Hey guys, how are you today? Welcome to day 6 of KOKORO training. My name again is Jordan Schrant, and I am so happy to be your host for this amazing training to help you get your Young Living business launched on the right foot. So let's go ahead and jump in, and today our topic is hustle. So we want to talk to you about the nitty-gritty, the work, the actual putting that elbow grease in and really growing your team. All the good ideas in the world are awesome, but if you don't back that by action and actually getting to work and doing the work, you will never really see growth. So here's a few things that I want to talk you through. Number one is that you have to be willing to fill your calendar. That doesn't have to be classes. It doesn't have to be going out of your home if you don't want to, but it has to be connecting with people. You need to be literally connecting with people regularly. If you set your work time and you say, I'm going to work every day during my kids' nap from 12:30 to 2:30, or I'm going to work in the mornings before I go to work from 6 to 7 a.m., or I'm going to work at night from 8 to 10 p.m., get my kids in bed, spend time with my spouse, whatever that looks like for you. When you are working, do not scroll Facebook. Do not just sit and, soak in training and get more and more content and education about oils and that kind of thing. That is indirect growth. You've got to do direct growth activities if you really want to start ranking up and growing and earning your paycheck. That means that you've got to get to work and you've got to hustle. You should be busy. You should feel this bubbling activity of connecting with people, starting conversations, sharing your story, sharing the Young Living story with people, sending people graphics and links and videos to 101 and different things that they're asking about, sending them pictures and texting them pictures from Gentle Babies or your pocket reference or the welcome book, showing them and answering questions and inviting them to things and just connecting with them about what they're interested in. And that should be a constant kind of vibe and buzz every single day. The only way to be successful in this business is to hustle, and the only way to hustle is to work with and connect with people. It is impossible to go around people, so don't mistake hustle with running through people. It's not the same thing. Your hustle means that you are focused, you're committed, you are willing to stay busy, you're willing to do the hard, uncomfortable work, and maybe it's uncomfortable, maybe it's out of your comfort zone to reach out to people and to start conversations and then to bring up Young Living. Make sure that you are staying busy. That is the hustle. It's the grind. It's the unsexy work that you might, skip out on your shower that day so that you can follow up with people. Maybe you are skipping out on your TV shows at night because you want to live like no one lives now so that you can live like no one lives later. So as a Royal Crown Diamond, I can tell you that the people who've come into my team in the last 6 months before we hit Royal really only saw us during our rise to Royal. And a lot of those people have, gotten excited about the business and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to run to Royal. And what they kind of miss is, sorry, I've got a little visitor in my office. What they kind of miss is just that there was a lot of years of really, really unsexy hustle. Really a lot of work, teaching a lot of classes, answering a lot of texts, late at night, early in the morning, doing the hard work that is not always fun. Let me answer your question in just a minute, please. Okay, you can have a nitro and then go back and play with the kitty. Sorry. So doing that work is not easy. It's not always fun. Sometimes it's just hard, and sometimes you just want to veg out, and that's okay. You can do that some, but you have to make sure that you stay the course. You have to make sure that if you build that excitement and you build that momentum, that you do not grow weary, that you stay excited and enthusiastic about sharing the Young Living message with people, about connecting with them, about products that they need, about the new promotions, making sure that you're following up and engaging with people, meeting needs that they have, finding needs and meeting them, sharing your story. You should constantly have new people that you're bringing into your circles that you're sharing Young Living with. And then some of the people that you brought into your circles a month ago, you've been sharing, now they're ready to learn more and come to a class or sit down one-on-one and talk with you. And then maybe the next phase of people, they're ready to jump in, they're signing up. And then that next phase of people that signed up last month, you're working on getting them on essential rewards and falling in love with the product and having a more like chemical-free life and coming up with their health and wellness goals. And then that next phase of people, you're like, hey, you love your products, so do you want to share? Do you want me to come and teach a class for you? Do you want to invite people to this online class? Hey, you should go to this KOKORO training that's starting on the 1st of the month, right? So you're always like hustling and working through that. Every single time that you sit down to work, you should spend time with your prospects, your potential members, people that you want to share the Young Living story with. And then you want to spend time with your current members and follow up with them. And tomorrow's training is actually going to specifically cover how to provide really good follow-up support and education to those members that you've brought in. And then the next step is to, encourage people to share. This is a message worth sharing. So hopefully by this point in the month, you have started conversations with people. It is going to be so imperative that you actually follow up and send them your enrollment link. If you've started conversations and you've kind of brought up Young Living and you've said, hey, I'm interested in sharing this with you. Maybe today you schedule a Facebook class. Maybe today you schedule a getting together with someone for coffee, or maybe a few people. Maybe you schedule a phone call through freeconferencecall.com. Maybe you plug them into your uplines event or something that they're doing. But today, your goal for today is that you start filling your calendar with 101 things, ways to share messages with people, ways to share the Young Living story, through just an introduction. Maybe it's classes or calls. Maybe you're getting together with people one-on-one. Maybe you've got some conversations going and you just want to say, hey, let me explain what Young Living is, because I think that you're going to love it and I know that this is something that you're going to be interested in. And then what questions do you have? What are your thoughts about this? What is your desire to have a more chemical-free home? If you had one health goal that you'd want to address, what would it be? And just talking through that with people, make sure you send your enrollment link. If you have a class, if you have an online class, make sure that you actually say, hey, here's how you can get a kit. Here's how you can become a Young Living member. So today, your goal is to fill your schedule for the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but at least the next week with times that you're going to specifically connect with the people that you've started conversations with. Because as the month progresses, you're going to want to start to pull those people closer and closer to actually going ahead and jumping in and getting their starter kit. You've been sharing, you've kind of, developed this list of people that you're sharing with, and now it's time to get them closer to that step where they really learn about Young Living, they learn about the starter kit, and that can be done in a variety of different ways. You can see it in the post here that we've listed out a bunch of ways that you can share. But just pull the trigger, jump in, start connecting those people into those specific things, and you will be impressed with how many people will jump on board with you and just get excited because you're excited. All right, so fill your calendar and get to work, get to hustle. That is the nitty-gritty part of this business, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.